Okay, so this is another team call. We're doing a Plexus one, and this is from this past May. And we will be listening in to see what they have to say. It looked kind of questionable. I didn't hear it before. I have no idea what they're going to talk about yet. I'm sure they're going to be making income claims, but I'm Megan, and I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll begin now.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I am Yvonne Beach, and I am an Emerald Ambassador coming to you from Raleigh, North Carolina. And I want to welcome you all to this Plexus Opportunity event. And if you're here now, or if you're listening later on, I would consider this a God wink. I didn't know what Plexus was 2.5 years ago, but boy,
I know I'm stopping already, but the fact that she said a Godwin, I believe she said Godwin, I do not like the spiritual manipulation aspect that they keep putting in there. Even though my views as a Christian has changed a bit, I still don't like it. It's icky, it's gross, it's manipulative. I don't like it.
I'm telling you, my family and I are so, so grateful for it today. It has completely changed my health physically and mentally, and it has filled my world with the most incredible and supportive people in the world. And it has given me a purpose that I am so proud of, and an income that will impact my family's future forever. My only regret is not starting this journey sooner in my life. So tonight you are going to hear from 3 ambassadors in different stages of their Plexus career. And our first speaker is going to be my friend, Susie Freitag. Take it away, Susie.
Hey everybody, Susie Freitag from Charlotte. As I mentioned, I'm really honored to be with you tonight, and I'm so glad you guys are here. And I love to talk about the story that brought me to where I am today, because it's truly been a work in progress, and that's kind of a theme you hear with us. Some people go to the top right away, other people take longer, and I am somebody that's taking longer, but I'm so proud of my journey, and I would just love to share with you a few nuggets about what it's been like since I started in 2018. So I didn't know anything about Plexus, and I really just started on the products to lose 10 pounds. And I thought if I could lose 10 pounds, then all these other health issues were just going to magically get better, poof, into the air. And so I bought a welcome pack, and I couldn't afford a welcome pack, so I bought it for myself for my birthday. That was the justification. Friends to be accountable with me and do it with me, because money was an issue and I had a very unstable job. So I kind of got started, had a few friends with me in the beginning. Long story short is my health started to change, and then I really didn't even care about the 10 pounds anymore. But I was 48 at the time, going through menopause, dealing with a lot of health issues, migraines, chronic fatigue, getting puffier and puffier by the day, and all of that has changed. And with that, Yvonne had mentioned that, like, not only have I changed physically, but I've changed emotionally. Purpose has changed. I have a history of having many jobs. Okay, I have a lot of jobs, Mom. I was that mom that I wanted to work to support my family as long as it went well with my kids' schedule, so I could really be that hands-on mom. And raising my kids was the most important thing, and for me to be present and with them as much as I could. So I found myself doing a lot of careers, teaching, art, all kinds of things. And I was starting jobs and losing jobs. And let me tell you, that chiseled away at my self-esteem. And it really made me feel like I was not good at anything, nor would I ever land a career job. So to feel like your life is half over, you're in menopause and you suck at everything is not a good place to be. So as the health started changing, I started doing more research on gut health and more research on this company. And as a matter of fact, at Super Saturday, which is one of our big events, January of 2019, I showed up at Super Saturday not knowing anybody. And that was a bold move for me because I really wanted to find out what this company was about, what the people were about, because I knew the products were. So I wanted to find out about everything else. My business testimony from the beginning and pretty much until now is really people-centered, people-focused, except the difference is now I feel worthy to help other people. Now I've had the opportunity to refine some skills to learn how to talk to people. I didn't know how to sell anything. I'm an introvert and I felt like a failure. So it was really hard in the beginning for me to talk to people because I didn't want to bother anybody. But now I realize, and I'm so bold about it now because it helped me become who I am today. Healthy body, mind, spirit, all the things. And I just am excited to share. And
sorry, random comment, but anyone else notice? You can answer in the comments below, but anyone else notice that they always say all the things? Every company I've seen, like any MLM, any of them say it all the time.
And again, I mentioned it's taken me longer, and I'm a senior gold ambassador, but it's one person at a time. So those messages that I get where someone has been able to cash in their perks points for a free product and they're so excited, or somebody that just went silver, or somebody that can get out of bed with, pain-free in the morning, or has given up a Mountain Dew habit they've had for 13 years. That's why I'm here. And those are the stories and the things that I am building on every day that is changing my life and changing the life of my family. So we're a Plexus family too. And I'll just let you know that the residual income that has come from me doing this business has been so helpful as of late, because I've gotten to go visit my kids in college in the middle of the week, pull away from a job. I don't have a full-time job. I work interior design 20 to 30 hours a week. So I have time flexibility. My father is not in good health, and I've been able to make more frequent trips to care for him because of this opportunity, this work from anywhere opportunity where I can open up my computer and have a Zoom meeting with one of my ambassadors, or talk to a potential client. And my husband is a wealth management advisor, so not a penny leaves our house without him knowing. And he approves this compensation plan, and he told me to go for it. So I am going to the top, and I'm going with an army of people, and I don't care how long it takes. So thank you for letting me share. And now I'm going to introduce Christy Barkley. You're up, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing all that, Susie. I love it so much. Susie really touched on the heart of everything we do with Plexus, and that is just serving one person at a time, building relationships, and touching one person at a time. My business testimony looks a lot different than most because when I first started the products, I had actually been diagnosed with early onset dementia and hadn't left my house for over a year. And that's a whole nother Zoom call that I did a few days ago. But I actually went senior gold without ever having a single phone call or face-to-face conversation because my brain didn't work well enough for me to respond quickly enough. I don't suggest not talking to people. If you can talk to people and build great relationships. But I went senior gold and almost to Ruby completely through Facebook Messenger and text messaging. And I did not ever intend to work the business. But what happened is when I started the products, my health was transforming really, really quickly. And my husband, who had a great job making great money, lost his job. And so he did what every husband who makes a lot of money and has a great job does when he loses his job. He cancels everything. Am I right? Like cable was canceled. Any subscription I had was canceled. Anything like couponing, all of that. But my son our oldest son was in private school. And he said he was going to be a senior, and he said, we've got to pull him out. And I was like, well, no, he's been there since 3rd grade. I'm not pulling him out. And he said, we can't afford it. So I just said, give me a chance to do this? Just let me try. I don't even know what it pays. I don't know what it does. All I know is I feel great, and I don't even know how I make money. I legit had no clue, and I didn't have anybody above me that helped me figure it out. I just knew I needed to make $1,200 a month so that my son could stay in school. And so my first month, not the first month on products, but my second month on the products, I made $850, and my second month I made $1,200, and I never made less. So then he finished that year, and
income claim again. Please stop doing that. You're not allowed to do that. And for good reason. Because it's not true, like, that you can instantly earn money. And they don't, really tell you that the reason you make money is to start making money because it's not on products. It's not selling the product. It's by recruiting people. Recruitment is the only way they do this.
then he had college. And education has always kind of been my thing. And what my husband did after losing his job was start his own business and take out all of our life insurance money to start his own business. So we were super broke, like really, really broke. And I was not, education is just so important to me. So I was like, okay, now I need to make enough for my son to go to college and my youngest son to go to private school. And so this is how we work. This is a Plexus business bonus. That's where he's in school every day. Okay, go sit down. And so then the next year I needed to make enough for 2 schools, and I did. And then he got a job in Fort Lauderdale. Well, we had a 5,000 square foot home in Nashville that our mortgage was like $2,700 a month. And I moved into a 1,200 square foot high rise apartment in Fort Lauderdale, and it was $4,800 a month. And I was like, hey, so I can pay rent, but we may not eat, and we may just only have candles on. And that's when my husband was like, okay, with what we have saved from the sale of our house, you've got 4 months to go Emerald. Which, if you don't know much about Plexus, it's, a jewel rank and 3rd from the highest. He said, so you have to go. So it just was a necessity. Everybody has a different reason of why they do and succeed in different things in the business. And I truly think it's a necessity factor. What do you need? And I still, it's all about relationships and loving on people. What the difference is for me is how.
When she says loving on people, they mean love bomb. That's what they do. They love bomb.
Many more people do I need to love on? That's the only difference. Now we've had some changes and we've moved to Knoxville, and there's some other things happening where it's become necessary that I reach the top of the company in the next, 6 to 7 months. It's absolutely necessary. So what I do and how I love people and how I share, what's changed is now I can talk, obviously, and I can share, but I also just spend more time doing it, if I'm being honest. I have been Emerald for almost 3 years now, but if I'm being honest, I haven't worked very hard. I sat there and I make great money, but that was all I needed. I didn't.
What she means.
Need anymore. My husband was making great money and we had all we needed. I didn't need anymore. So why would I work more than 15 hours a week? And that was a huge blessing. Mostly I just played with my kids and lived life on the water in Fort Lauderdale without working much and having a great income. I had zero complaints. Now it's necessary that I go to the top, which means I spend a lot more hours a day loving on people. And that's what we get to do. So that's my business testimony, and it has changed and evolved, and my why has changed a lot. And now I get to introduce Kelly Lynch, and all I have to say is when I saw who was speaking, I was like, I get to go before Kelly, because when Kelly talks, I don't want to talk afterwards, because she's the ultimate storyteller ever. And if you had put me after Kelly Yvonne, I might have called in sick. So you guys get to hear for my friend Kelly, who actually I was connected because somebody joined her team years ago. You met Brett Nissen, I'm saying her name wrong. She was a good friend of mine from when I used to work for the Nashville Predators before my brain injury. And she said, you have to meet my friend Kelly because she told me I have to do this pink drink. And so that's how Kelly and I connected. I don't even know how many years ago. So take it away, Kelly.
Oh my goodness. Well, now I feel the pressure to live up to that intro. Whatever will I do? Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly Collins Lynch. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus. I have been with Plexus for 5 years, and there is nothing I regret less than my decision to align myself with this company and these products. And it is not just about the money for me. I have been enriched as a human being from my association with this company. At a time in my life, I have 4 children. My third child just turned 20 today, and my mom messaged me this morning. She was like, how does it feel to have 3 kids in their 20s? And I'm like, now I feel old. Thank you. So at a time in my life when my circle should be contracting, it has exploded in the best possible way. And I have realized that what I really want to do with my life is inspire others to be the best that they can be. And this opportunity gives me probably the best platform to do that. So I was exposed to Plexus 5 years ago. I'm a professional actress by trade. My 4 children are all also professional actors as well. And at the time, we were doing really well. My life looked great on paper, but I did not feel it in my body. I was really struggling with anxiety and depression. And a fellow actress friend of mine said I was able to get off all of those medications with these products. It sounded like absolute.
So, someone grabbed her at a vulnerable time and doing health claims that this stuff can cure it when it can't. In my opinion, that's gross.
Voodoo, but I tried them and it worked. Within 3 weeks, I felt a lift in my mood, and within 3 months, I was a completely different person. Weight loss was not a goal, but it happened. And so all of my neighbors were like, what happened to you? You're smaller, and also you're nice now. And that is how I got into business that way, because people wanted what I had. And that's really the only way it could have happened, because at the time I thought, I'm an actress, that's what I do. I also coached child actors. Susie, I was a lot like you. I had a lot of jobs. I coached child actors. I did voiceover work. I voiced audiobooks. When you're a professional actor, your entire life is finding odd little ways to make ends meet. And one of my problems was that my children became very successful. 3 of them had prominent roles on The Walking Dead. My son is starring on a series for Marvel now. My daughter was, all 4 of my kids have been series regulars on shows. And so I would have to go and sit on set with them. And the problem was that if they were working, I was not. So the more successful they got, the less money my husband and I made, because he would be in LA with one and I would be in Budapest with the other for months at a time. And we would literally call each other and be like, hey, who's paying the mortgage? So I distinctly remember plopping down on my couch one night and just saying, Lord, if you want me to do something else, you're going to have to smack me upside the head with it, because I don't know how to do anything else but pretend to be other people and teach others to do the same. And it was not that long after that my friend Lori Breth reached out to me and said, you've got to try this pink drink. And I had a lot of negative connotations to network marketing. It had not ever been presented to me in a way that was attractive to me. And so I had always rejected any kind of association with them, other than maybe I used some products to help my friends out, you know? And so when I joined, I was like, hey, listen, like, I'm going to take these products, but I'm not like doing this. okay? And my friend was like, oh, no, me neither. And I said, okay, just as long as you understand that. And that's when my mom was like, Kelly, I've never heard you sound so happy. Sign me up. And my daughter was like, well, I might try it with you, Mom. And she signed up. And then my neighbors, like I said, they all wanted it. And suddenly I got a paycheck that was several $100s. And I had no idea how that had happened. And I was like, and literally a light from heaven shone down and was like, this. And I was like, no. But I've never regretted listening to the still small voice before. And my husband and I talked about it, and I said, maybe this is a way that I can fix our problem financially. I love the products, they work. So I decided to give it a shot for a year. And if I hated how I felt after a year of trying it, then I would just go back to being a struggling actress trying to make ends meet. I even worked this business from Budapest, Hungary for 6 months, and I ranked to the Ruby level while I was there, because you work this business from your phone and your computer, and I had both. I was just 6 hours ahead of people, and I had nothing else to do but to make sure that my son knew his lines and stayed alive. And so I went Ruby there, and was able to afford the first new car I'd ever owned with that paycheck. I still have it. I am now, because I'm a jewel with the company, eligible to get a Lexus if I want, but there's something about that car, I just can't let go of it. It's really, really special to me. Because, as an actor, I had to audition 50 times to get one job. And this was just such a more steady paycheck, and that was really welcome to me at the time. Little did I know, 4 years into my journey with Plexus, that Hollywood would shut down due to a certain pandemic. So not one of my family set foot on a film set in all of the year of 2020. But my paycheck went up. All of my actor friends were panicked, trying to get unemployment, and they couldn't. They were having to sell houses. And everybody wanted health and wellness, and I could do this from Zoom, and everybody wanted to get on Zoom because they were lonely. So once again, I just feel like God guided me to this opportunity. I have grown as a human being. My goal is to go diamond with the company. I made a huge decision probably about a month ago that I never ever thought I would make in my whole life, and that was to put myself on sabbatical from my career as an actor to focus fully on going diamond with Plexus. That's how important it is to me. And I never thought I would do it, but God works in mysterious ways. And so I love helping people have the same kind of success that I've had. It has been life-changing. And no matter what level you're at with Plexus, I don't think you'll regret making it at least a side source of income. Multiple streams of income are crucial in today's world. And this is the best one I've ever found. So thank you.
Wow, Kelly, thank you so much. I really didn't know all of that, so I enjoyed hearing your story. I really do appreciate it. I'm just going to ask the speakers some questions, and just raise your hand and then we'll go from there. So my first question is, what advice do you have for people that are on the fence with this business?
What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose by just trying it? If you don't like how it feels 3 months in, don't do it anymore. But even then, I would have another message for you then of just keep doing it anyway, and you'll be glad you did. Because there's been many times along my journey that I've been like, well, it was fun while it lasted. And then I've kept going and been like, dang, thank God I kept going, or else I would have missed this, Success is not linear.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of times people are at a crossroads when they enter this business, and they just don't, not many people go into this because of the business. They go in for the products and then wind up, it's, I call it the accidental business, and it's such a blessing.
I think she says that because most times it's because these reps or consultants come back and keep pressuring those people to buy again or join or get them onto like auto ship. Like, so that's the thing that's like irritating, is because they have deceptive ways of doing that, and it's very annoying, very frustrating. So like they pressure people so much that they give in and say yes, not because they want to, but because they pressure them.
So true. What does it take to start this business? Can any of you answer that?
A heart. Go ahead, Susie. I mean, whenever I talk to somebody who is nervous about sharing any of these products, my true thing is like, do you love your friends? Because with my brain injury, I had such horrible migraines, among other things. And that was the first thing to go for me. So in my mind, if you know somebody that is suffering from different things that Plexus helps, you're a real jerk if you don't tell them. Like, get out of your own way and get out of your ego. Because if you had bought something at Target that super helped your migraines and you had a friend that had migraines, you would have them on the phone in a second. So don't shy away from that just because you're going to get paid if they like it.
So true. So true. Absolutely. And it's kind of selfish, right? Keeping it to ourselves.
Yeah, Christy, I was going to say the same thing. And, I also suffered from migraine headaches, but if I don't share or try to help somebody else, there's could be somebody out there with a thyroid condition and I don't have a thyroid condition. So sometimes I hear from people, oh, I'm not going to share until I have results. Well, your results don't look like someone else's results. And same thing I was going to say, if you have a heart for wanting to help somebody else, you got to talk about it. And all you need is yourself. And
yeah, and it's either $9.95 or $39.95 to start your business, which is incredible, right? A lot of businesses are, it's a couple $1,000s to start a business, and you're not keeping any inventory. You don't have any overhead. You don't even have a boss. Like, that's pretty amazing, right? You don't have to.
But you do have a boss because your upline is your boss, and everyone else below you is your competition. So no. You also still have a boss, because you could still get fired because you don't own this company. You didn't start it.
Call in sick. You don't have to. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It's literally your business, and it is turnkey. You sign up and you can start your business immediately, even before you get your products. It's such a blessing, and I just wish people just have to kind of open their minds to. It's because it's a little unorthodox, right? But I'm telling you, I am so glad I said yes 2.5 years ago. So my last question is, do you think that financial freedom and time freedom are attainable with this opportunity? Who wants to answer that one?
I think Kelly or I could both answer.
Possible for me. I do work hard though. I think that like a lot of times we think we should have time freedom before we deserve it. Like, there's no you don't just make 6 figures in an hour a day. I made 6 figures this year for the first time and came close a year ago, but I definitely do treat it like a job, because it is one. It is a job. But it's possible I make that amount of money in less time than I think I would in the corporate world.
You're still in the corporate world.
And you don't have to get out of your pajama pants, Kelly.
If you really want to know the truth, I'm wearing this top and I'm wearing gym shorts on the bottom.
I'm in my pajama pants.
Because I can.
Absolutely.
And I will tell you that before my injury, I worked in the NHL and I worked 80 to 100 hours a week. And I surpassed that income 4 years ago, working what I make. And now, because of some changes in our family, my husband now wants to retire. And this is the way he's going to be able to. He wants to he wants to be an actor.
Oh, no.
And well, you got a friend right there.
Correct. Yeah. I had already messaged Kelly. It's the funniest thing ever. He's doing it. He's already gotten 2 gigs 3 weeks in. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. But he also owns a business. But he's like, can I just do this business for a few years? Like, how long is this going to take you? And it's going to be good. We're going to be good. I don't know that he's going to stick with acting. I think really he just wants to go hiking most days. He's just tired of working a lot. Yeah. And I have 3 team members on my team whose husbands have been able to leave jobs they hated because of what they're doing with Plexus. And to me, that's true. Like, am I working right?
So they left their corporate job to go to another corporate job. Corporate job. Not really in quotations because it is. It's a corporate job. But the fact that they're like, oh, I'm retiring. You're not retiring. You're just going to another job. You didn't retire. Retire means you quit working. You're not retired. Please stop saying you're tired.
Now more than I ever have. Yeah, so I don't have time freedom right now. But it's, this is a season. It's not a problem. I love what I do. And this is what it looks like. And the opportunity is amazing. But like Kelly said, like, don't think that you can work an hour a day and make 6 figures. You can make a lot more than if you were working, another part-time job. But
I will say too that, like, in the corporate world, the average raise is about 3% a year. I've gotten probably a 10 to 15% raise every year, maybe more than that. I mean, like, the first 3 years, I think I doubled my income each time. This year, I got probably a 25% raise. So, I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah, it's the real deal. So really, you just need a big heart. You got to, want to help people. And you got to have some big dreams, I think, right, ladies? Don't you agree? Big, we call them God-sized dreams. And we all have them here, and we're making all of our dreams come true. I would like to thank all of these, these 3 beautiful humans that showed up and shared their testimonies with us, and to all of you for coming to this event and listening to the testimonies. I hope that you feel inspired by them and ready to do your own sharing. I started sharing just in conversation. I didn't mean to be earning a paycheck, but it just happened because I felt good and I wanted people to feel good. And that's really how it starts. And I also hope that you have lots of questions because we have the answers. So please reach out to the person that invited you tonight, and they are going to take care of you. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, and welcome to Plexus. Have a great night, everybody.
All right, so that was that one. That was a dumpster fire of funness because of all the income claims and fun stuff that they just did and everything. So that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave any comments down below, like, subscribe, share if you can. I'm trying to get myself out there more. I know I've shot a couple of videos on my phone. I have one coming soon for my laptop. And I will be getting better equipment soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a lot, because this was annoying and frustrating. But I will see you guys later. Bye.